Hey, what's going on out there, guys? This is Charles again, and today I'm going to talk to you about this 1939 experimental, I don't know what you call this, the experimental cycle core or something, for the bicycle troops for 1939 World War II era type of stuff. It's very difficult to find information on this. I have still not really seen any good drawings or pictures about how this thing is supposed to be worn. There is somebody on Etsy, if you want to take a look at it. They're selling like 2 or 3 of these. They're selling them for $107 before tax and shipping. But anyway, that it kind of illustrates on the pictures. They're using a regular, like waist belt going across, the stomach there. Now this can work. So if you need to, if some reason you have one of these and you want to wear it, look at those pictures, or you can kind of, instead of using this bandolier, obviously you can use a belt as well. I guess I would say that the downside of using just a regular belt is you need to get one that's bigger than your waist. If you're fat like me, see my waist, or my waist is smaller than my belly, so this one barely fit when I put it up here. Okay, but let's take a look at this. So obviously I've got a I don't know what you call it, the M10 bandolier. So this one is actually the older version. So when you see these stitches on here for this strap holder, instead of just cut simply out, that means this thing is like pre-1920s, the way this thing is made. They also use stitching on here versus rivets. When you start to see rivets is somewhere in the 1920s to the 1950s, where I believe that they stopped making these. I believe they did it in the 1950s when they started going towards the M58, 59 equipment. But I am not a historian. I never served in the Swedish army, so don't take that as that is all true. So let's get this thing fastened on here. So let's take a look at this thing. You can also use a duty belt. So the I think it's the M22 belt for the M22 Swedish version of the Browning automatic rifle, the bar. Those will work as well. They're 2 1/4 inches wide, and they'll barely fit inside of here. Here's what I'm thinking that they probably did. They probably have this, or they have that the bar belt, and I'm supposing that they wore it somehow like this. So the benefit with this bandolier is you got these little fittings on here, so you can just put these straps through. Or if you've got like the the M39 moose sack, or you've seen my pictures of my M05 Ränsel, they've got hooks on there which will hook on to this as well. But that's what these little loops are made for, and D-rings. So let's take a look at this thing. So you can kind of see here how this goes through the back of there, and then the straps go attach to the top of this on the 2 loops over there. this kind of gives you hopefully a better idea of how this thing is supposed to be worn. When you take a look at, if you Google it, you can look at, on Sportsman's Guide, they have some, obviously they sold out of them, but I think they call it Swedish cavalry packs or something like that. But if you Google it, it's still up there. You can kind of see, but they don't give you any information on how this thing's supposed to be worn. Sharky 4Bs, or Mark is his real name. He was trying to put these straps back onto the side straps that are supposed to be here. So obviously in my video about this, I'm missing the straps. The person I bought it from is going to see about maybe sending me some replacements or something like that. But if you guys have any questions on this or comments, I will try to answer as soon as I can. And let me know if you think this thing looks all right. Now, my wife would say I look ridiculous, but I don't care. Have a good one.